What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE returning to India, Kid Rock to open up SummerSlam, Triple H calls AEW a secondary promotion, Seth Rollins has his pick to dethrone Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman has zero chill, WWE Erases Samoa Joe, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now, as always, won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, superb work building suspense for SummerSlam. Our last night's show demonstrated how the WWE knows it's already got many fans invested in watching SummerSlam, but that it also knows that it's only part of the job. Raw featured several segments that built suspense as to who will win this Saturday. The WWE added tension to the Seth Rollins vs Finn Balor match by reminding fans that Damian Priest may put his own interests, i.e. cashing his Money in the Bank briefcase, ahead of fellow Judgment Day member Finn Balor winning the belt. It also showed Gunther's vulnerability as he defends the Intercontinental Championship against Drew McIntyre. It also kept fans guessing about Cody vs Brock, as we'll see next. As number 2, Brock looks dominant. Brock looked dominant against Cody last night, again laying a beat down on the American Nightmare that likely has fans wondering how Rhodes will survive, let alone defeat the Beast. The WWE worked this segment flawlessly, having Cody show plenty of guts without looking like a chump. Although the fans cheered Lesnar as he F5'd him, a situation that's more of a case of fans' appreciation of watching a master craftsman at work, regardless of who his victim is. Number 3, Gable vs Gunther. Gable vs Gunther kicked things old school as an arrogant Gunther boasted that Chad Gable couldn't last 5 minutes with him, leading to the gutsy Olympian proving the ring general. Gunther asked for more time and got it, ultimately defeating Gable by setting the stage for a future bout down the road. It also suggested that Gunther may be getting overconfident as his IC Championship reign comes close to breaking the Honky Tonk Man's record. Will this overconfidence cost Gunther at SummerSlam? You can be sure the WWE fans want to think so after this match. Number 4, remarkable variety with undercard. The WWE provided some much needed variety on the undercard. The Judgment Day featured prominently, a given in the light of their popularity, but they also devoted time to the undercard superstars including Chad Gable, Otis, Valhalla, the Viking Raiders, Ludwig Kaiser, Tommaso Ciampa, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 5, Maxine Dupree match was rubbish, but it was kind of fun still. Maxine Dupree vs Valhalla won't be getting any Match of the Year awards, but it was lots of fun, providing fans with a feel-good segment while also continuing the program between Alpha Academy and the Viking Raiders. Number 6, going to Plan B. What do you do when you book a big bout but those involved can't cut a promo to save their lives? In the case of Rousey and Baszler, you produce a world-class hype video that explores the real-life friendship and MMA careers of the two superstars now headed for a battle for supremacy. Rousey vs Baszler should be a solid match, especially with it being under MMA rules, and fans may actually care about it after last night's video package. And using its top team to perfection. The WWE booked the Judgment Day brilliantly, which has become the norm last night, making them look like badasses by utilizing them to explain real-life injuries to superstars Liv Morgan and Kevin Owens. That was only the start, as the WWE walked the fine line between using them to pique fans' interest but not overexpose them. They also gave babyfaces Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn the win in the main event to keep the Red Brand's babyfaces from looking like the Judgment Day's punching bag. But that was the good. What about the bad? As number 1, some notable absences at SummerSlam. The SummerSlam is looking like another must-see PLE, but there are 2 noticeable absences: Trish Stratus vs Becky Lynch and Raquel Rodriguez vs Rhea Ripley. It's insulting to have an icon such as Trish Stratus working a TV match instead of a PLE, especially when she's been replaced by a Slim Jim Battle Royal. Even if Becky is unable to compete due to a real-life broken nose, which is the current fan theory for the match not taking place, why isn't Raquel getting a match against Rhea Ripley? One more match on the SummerSlam card isn't going to throw everything off. Number 2, too many stories with inner turmoil and factions. Well, the Bloodline Civil War is a captivating story, and the subplot of the dissension in the Judgment Day is interesting, but running these 2 storylines whilst also teasing strife within Imperium is pure laziness. We understand the WWE wants to tease that Gunther may not have a backup this Saturday when he faces McIntyre, but there are other ways that this could have been accomplished. Now, there was nothing downright ugly, as Raw balanced the build for SummerSlam by putting on an entertaining show throughout the night. What'd you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at WWE returning to India. Atop of today's news is a much anticipated live event as the WWE is returning to India to host a special show. WWE tweeted, "Breaking, WWE returns to India this September with WWE Superstar Spectacle in Hyderabad." According to the Republic World, this will be the first live event to take place in India since 2017 and the first to be done in Hyderabad. You may recall WWE aired its Superstar Spectacle in India back in 2021, but this show was taped at the Thunderdome and broadcast in India. Wrestlenomics' Brandon Thurston speculated on the venue's seating arrangements as capacity seems to be 4,000 or 5,000. India is a major international market for WWE, so maybe why not book a bigger capacity venue? Next up, Kid Rock to open up SummerSlam. It looks like Kid Rock is returning to WWE, this time to help the promotion out in this Saturday's SummerSlam PLE. WrestleVotes reported, this year's SummerSlam Cold Open will feature everyone's favorite rock star, WWE Hall of Famer Kid Rock. The rocker/rapper has his share of controversy, but that doesn't appear to be stopping the WWE from bringing him in. Next up, Triple H calls AEW a secondary promotion. Are fans wondering whether the WWE still considers AEW a rival need look no further than the WWE's new documentary, American Nightmare, Becoming Cody Rhodes. During the program, Rhodes explained why he left AEW to return to WWE. "I didn't leave AEW because of money and other talents. I left AEW because of a personal issue. The byproduct of me leaving AEW is to go after the biggest and first dream that I had in my life." Triple H then commented on Cody's return, taking an obvious shot at AEW. It's taking that gamble again and saying, "I didn't grow up dreaming of being the champion or the face of a secondary promotion. I want to be the WWE champion." The game's comments are par for the course given the competition between the two companies, but as we'll see later, they made a pretty petty move when it comes to a former superstar who's in AEW. Next up, Seth Rollins picks a wrestler to dethrone Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins is busy as World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, but he still finds time to monitor the happenings on SmackDown. Recently, the Visionary revealed who should dethrone Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship. "If it ain't me, it's Jey Uso." Rollins recently explained that he has unfinished business with Roman. "Yeah, Roman Reigns. The last time Roman Reigns and I met was at the Royal Rumble. I won the match. I don't know if anybody remembers because he demolished me with a chair, wouldn't let go of a choke when he was supposed to. There's a lot there. A lot of unfinished business there. And so I think that there's a matchup that needs to be explored down the line. We are both right dead center in our primes. A long way to go. I'm sure we'll get there. Who knows when?" When Rollins and Reigns have tussled many times before, the situation is completely different with Reigns working as a heel, and the WWE has wisely kept both men apart in order to whet the fans' appetite for the eventual Seth and Roman rematch. Next up, Bayley being treated for a knee injury. It's time for a medical update on SmackDown superstar Bayley, who reportedly suffered a knee injury during a fatal four-way match at a live event. The leader of Damage Control posted a picture on Instagram showing her receiving treatment on her knee. The severity of the injury is unknown, but the role model recently appeared on SmackDown in a non-wrestling capacity. Next up, Paul Heyman has zero chill. Did Paul Heyman say what we thought he did? Well, yeah, he did, as during an appearance on ESPN's First Take, Heyman put himself over as the GOAT of wrestling managers. When Stephen A. Smith mentioned legendary manager Bobby the Brain Heenan, Heyman responded, "Screw Bobby Heenan, he's dead, and Jimmy Hart's still alive, which means that God doesn't answer my prayers." Heyman is an incredible heel. He gets the business. And finally, WWE Erases Samoa Joe. Last but not least, there's Petty, and then there's WWE Petty, which seems to be the case with the recent ad that aired on Raw. The WWE aired an ad for the new Peacock streaming series Twisted Metal, but omitted former superstar Samoa Joe, who is now in AEW in Ring of Honor, from the ad. Inside the Ropes observed, the Ring of Honor TV champion recently made his acting debut on the TV adaptation of Twisted Metal, where Joe plays the physical role of Sweet Tooth. With the adverts being broadcast on Raw, many fans were surprised when Joe's character could not be seen in the promo material, with Sweet Tooth being edited out of any commercial that was broadcast during WWE's flagship show. Samoa Joe reacted with, "Y'all know." It sounds like Joe is taking it all in his stride, and that is just another example of WWE's trifling ways when it comes to former superstars. But there you have it, folks, our look at Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.